What up, y'all? Here with an album review. Starlito dropped off his album Black Sheep Don't Grin on the 15th. Today is officially the 19th, so a couple days ago he dropped it. You know what I'm saying? 13 tracks. He dropped it right after his mixtape Theories. Far as features, you got Don Tripp, Young Dolph, Kevin Gates. Who else on this joint? D1, Two Tone, um, Petty, Wilkes, and Yo Gotti, man. Definitely a dope project. I will say that. Definitely worth copping. If you know anything about Starlito, you know that he could spit. You know he could flow. He was down with Cash Money Records as All Star. But let's get into it, man. The first track, You Can't Fail Until You Quit. Definitely a storytelling record, a mellow beat. You know what I mean? His flow is slow and slurry. Y'all know how he smoke, he sip lean. Real good lyrics in there. You know, of course he got them bars, and definitely telling a story right there where it's like you really can't fail until you actually quit. You dig what I'm saying? So I definitely fuck with that record. Number two, Stop Running, another deep storytelling track, piano heavy beat, deep lyrics. He definitely talked about a lot of different things in there, you know, where as far as the streets go, he delivered some great bars. I feel like this is one of the stronger records on the album. You know, definitely setting the tone for the album. And, you know, moving on to number three, Meanwhile featuring Don Tripp and Young Dolph. Definitely Don Tripp killed this song. Young Dolph did his thing as well. I love that sample in there. The way that Starlito definitely delivered his verse, it set the tone to be like, God damn, who gonna have a better verse in this? And Don Tripp definitely delivered on that shit. And I was definitely surprised at Young Dolph verse. Definitely incredible song. The lyrics were incredible. Just a dope ass song. Don't Do It featuring Kevin Gates. This was a song I really had to listen to a couple times. No bullshit. Of course, Kevin Gates, you know, he's dope as fuck. His verse, I feel he had the better verse. You know, it's just basically saying, you know, certain shit you shouldn't do far as the streets go. If you really listen to Kevin Gates' verse, he definitely set the tone for it. Starlito did his thing as well, but the beat was hard as fuck. I like the hook, and the lyrics are just undescribable. It's just some raw talent right there, and that was a great feature he picked for the album. Number five is the title track, Black Sheep Don't Grin. Definitely a 90s inspired storytelling record, jazzy, soulful type beat. His lyrics was raw. I like his flow. His bars was heavy in that song. So definitely that song was dope. Moving on to number six, which is Leadership. That get three checks, man. Dope ass beat. I like his raspy flow on that song. The hook was real as hell, and I like his honesty in his lyrics, and I like his ad libs mixed with his bars. That definitely is one of the songs where you really got to pay attention to what he's saying. Moving on to number seven, My Love Lost. It's basically a female orientated record, a melodic beat, you know, sample. It's just basically talking about the ins and outs of a situation he was in. You know, it's very deep, but the song is like a minute and 45 seconds. So you definitely got to really listen to take heed to what he's saying. Number eight, Bad Combination featuring D1. Three checks. D1 killed it. It's just a different song. I love the melodic beat. I thought D1 verse definitely set it off. It was very deep, and it just give you different situations of bad combinations. If you listen to the sample and you listen to the hook, you definitely feel like they fed off each other verses. That definitely was a dope song. Number nine, My Story, History featuring Two Tone and Petty. I thought the beat was dope. It was a soulful beat. I thought the lyrics was dope, but I still feel like the song was okay. Moving on to number 10, She Just Want the Money featuring Don Tripp, Petty, and Wilkes. Another song where it's like, you know, stripper orientated, club orientated, and I thought that song was okay. You know, he could have left that off. Moving on to number 11, I Just Want the Money. He definitely just flex on this. He definitely says some real shit. Nothing Starlito says is fake. It's not bullshit. He definitely can spit and tell you a real story. And he basically just telling you why he want the money. The beat was dope. I love that sample. One of the better songs. I wish this was on the top half of the album, but he definitely opened up in that record and just broke down a lot of different things as far as the street go. And I fuck with it, man. Number 12 is No Rear View 2 featuring Don Tripp and Yo Gotti. Gotti killed that shit. You know, he broke it down how he met Don Tripp and how he met Starlito, and he thought that the two could work together and they'd be dope. The beat was dark and eerie. The sample was dope as hell. Everybody had a great verse, but I think Gotti just ended the song at a good pace and a good rate, and definitely just did his thing. I was definitely impressed with Gotti verse. Definitely on that dope boy type shit. And the last track, number 13, Mood Swings and Misses, the outro. The first half of the song kind of got a rock style, type driven beat, some great lyrics in there. In the second half, I like the soulfulness of the vocals that the female, whoever she is, definitely displayed on it. And Starlito definitely did his thing on it. It was just a great outro. It was like 6 minutes and some change. I didn't know how he was gonna end it, but he definitely ended it on a good note. And this is a good album. I definitely recommend y'all go on iTunes and purchase it. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. I like 11 out of 13 records. Production about an 8.5 out of 10. I think that's fair. Seeing how he just released the mixtape and he released the album, I definitely feel like some of the songs on the mixtape were a little stronger than on the album, but I definitely feel like they complement each other. So y'all go ahead and check that out. I definitely feel you won't be disappointed if you like lyrics, if you like storytelling. Definitely a lot of great material on this album. So yeah, go ahead and check it out. Hip Hop Kicks, welcome me back. I holla.